your leg workout. First of all, I'm just warming up on the bike for a few minutes, and then we're going to start with leg curls. Then we're going to go into my heavy squats, to go to my heaviest set possible, and then we're going to go on to leg press with a triple drop set, and then we're going to go on to leg extensions with partials, followed by a superset of walking lunges, and then we're going to go into Romanian deadlifts. So that'll be our leg workout for today. So come and join me. So what I'm doing now, this is my last set, with my heaviest rep range between 10 to 12. Once I've got failure, then I'm going to hit partials until failure. So it'll be around about 15 to 20 partials after that. Then I'll move on to the next leg. I warm up for around about 4 to 5 different sets. My first few warm-up sets are around about 10 reps, so I'm getting a lot of blood into the muscles. And then when I warm up even more with heavier weight, then I have around about 5 to 6 reps, just so I'm reserving my energy for my last working set. So every single time I'm up in the weight, normally around about 5 kg, 10 kg each side, until I work up to my heaviest set. My heaviest set. At the moment, I've only been able to do 50 kg a side. Now I'm working up and I want to do 3 plates a side for only a few reps, because just trying to build up a strength again after competition. So let's see how many I can get. set again. At the moment, my heaviest is 6 plates a side, so I'll be working up to that. But what I do, I keep a logbook. So as I know, like last time, my heaviest was 6 plates a side. Now I want to work up to, 6.5 to 7 plates a side. So every single time I'm progressing, because at the end of the day, if we don't progress, then we're not going to change. So I need to go heavier than 6 plates a side today. Simple, really. And then after that, when I've done my heaviest set, I'm going to do a triple drop set with that. So I'll take a weight off each side 3 times basically, so until I've failed, and then that's done. walking lunge. First one we're going to start with a bodyweight walking lunge, and then depending on how it goes, we're going to add a little bit of weight, but not too much weight because it's a superset, okay? So it's not about heavy weight now. We've done our compound exercises with our heaviest weight. Now we're just kind of finishing off and getting a lot of blood into the muscles now. Deadlifts to finish off. So it's still I'm gonna keep to more of a heavier rep range with it. Sometimes I do like 15 to 20 reps. Today I'm probably gonna go for something like between 6 and 10, depending on how many I get basically. So let's go. 12 reps. Hi everyone, so today what we're doing my heaviest leg session. I train legs 3 times a week. How I split it up, I do my heavy set, which is all my compounds, so my heavy squats, my heavy leg press. The next leg session I do is more my posterior chain, so obviously my behind, my hamstrings, my glutes, that area. And then I have more of a glute specific day where I've got more like glute bridges, glute kicks, that kind of thing. My rep range is mixed up. As saying, on my heaviest day we stick to more kind of heavy compounds with some drop sets, with slight higher rep range. But then when I do my glute exercises, I have heavy exercises. So with my glute bridges, they're very, very heavy. I want to get, I want to build as much muscle in my glutes as possible, get some nice power in them. So my glute bridges are normally between 8 to 10 reps, sometimes 6 reps. And then I do higher rep exercises, 20 to 30 reps. So, I'm always constantly mixing up. I only have about 5 different exercises per workout, so they're quite short, but because I'm training legs 2 to 3 times a week, we want to scratch the surface, heat it up, start again. That's how you progress and that's how you change.